What if the real game changers for Brazil's World Cup journey are not the biggest superstars, but two underrated Brazilians quietly dominating in the Russian league? Right now, inside Carlo Ancelotti's evolving plan for the Seleção, two names are starting to generate serious attention: Douglas Santos and Luis Henrique. They may not grab the headlines every week, but make no mistake, both players could become Ancelotti's secret weapons when Brazil needs them the most. Let's start with Douglas Santos, a name that is quickly becoming a reliable option at left back for Brazil. From the very first moment he stepped onto the pitch under Ancelotti's system, he showed exactly why he deserves attention. His composure, positional awareness, and attacking support immediately stood out. Since that debut, many Brazilian fans have begun placing an extra level of trust in him. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. When we look at the preliminary group of around 18 players reportedly close to being fixed in Ancelotti's World Cup plans, Douglas Santos' name appears alongside Alexandro. That tells us something very important. The left-back position is already taking shape. In many projections, Alexandro is expected to start, while Douglas Santos is viewed as a powerful alternative and possibly a tactical weapon depending on the match situation. Now, here's where things get interesting. Alexandro is traditionally more defensive-minded. He provides stability, structure, and experience at the back. But Douglas Santos brings something different. He is a naturally attacking fullback. His forward runs, overlapping support, and ability to stretch the opposition can completely change the tempo of a game. Imagine a scenario where Brazil struggles to score in the first half. The team needs more width, more pressure, more attacking momentum from deep positions. That is exactly the type of moment where Ancelotti could unleash Douglas Santos in the second half. With his aggressive pressing and forward movement, Brazil's wingers and midfielders would instantly get more space and better service into the box. When full-backs push high with confidence, the entire attacking structure becomes more dangerous. And this is why many observers, including myself, believe Douglas Santos could be one of Ancelotti's true trump cards. Now let's talk about the second name creating buzz, Luis Henrique on the right wing. This is a very different profile, but equally intriguing. To be clear, Luis Henrique is probably not a regular starting 11 player for Brazil right now. He doesn't yet have the complete profile to dominate full matches at the highest level. However, and this is the key point, as an impact substitute, he could be extremely dangerous. We have already seen glimpses of this. Whenever Luis Henrique comes off the bench, he brings energy, directness, and unpredictability. His dribbling ability, quick decision-making in shooting situations, and sharp runs around the penalty area can seriously trouble tired defenders. This is exactly the type of player who can change the rhythm of a match in the final 20 to 25 minutes. Think about the modern game. Many matches at international level are decided late, when defensive lines begin to lose concentration. That is where a player like Luis Henrique becomes valuable. If Ancelotti introduces him around the 70th minute, Brazil suddenly gains fresh legs, aggressive one-on-one ability, and a player willing to attack the box fearlessly. Yes, Brazil have many options on the right wing. Even players like Antony exist in the pool. But the fact that Ancelotti continues to show interest in Luis Henrique tells us something important. Coaches like Ancelotti do not select players randomly. If he is keeping Luis Henrique in his plans, it means he sees a very specific tactical role, a late-game difference maker. Personally, there's a growing sense of trust around Luis Henrique. He may not dominate for 90 minutes yet, but he has that special quality where, the moment he enters the pitch, something feels possible. Those players are rare and extremely valuable in tournament football. Another important point is fitness and availability. Douglas Santos has had injury setbacks in the past and missed several Brazil matches, including games against Japan, South Korea, Tunisia, and Senegal. Despite this, Ancelotti has kept faith in him. That alone speaks volumes. Top coaches only show that level of patience when they truly believe a player fits their long-term system. And recently, both players appear to be returning to strong form. In the Russian league, Luis Henrique has been particularly impressive, even earning man of the match in his latest performance after scoring. Meanwhile, Douglas Santos is also showing signs of returning to his familiar high level after injury. This momentum could not come at a better time. Looking ahead to upcoming big tests, including potential clashes against top European sides like France and Croatia, squad depth and tactical flexibility will be absolutely crucial. Brazil will not win big tournaments using only their starting 11. They will need smart rotations, game-changing substitutions, and players who understand their roles perfectly. That is exactly where Douglas Santos and Luis Henrique could prove their worth. Douglas Santos offers attacking width and second-half tactical variation from left back. Luis Henrique offers explosive late-game impact from the right wing. Different roles, but potentially the same outcome, helping Brazil break difficult matches. Of course, not everyone is fully convinced about Luis Henrique yet. Some fans still have doubts. That's normal. But anyone who watches him carefully can see the raw potential is there. The acceleration, the direct running, the willingness to take defenders on. These are qualities you simply cannot teach easily. As for Douglas Santos, he is already earning broader trust among supporters. His balance between defensive responsibility and attacking support makes him a very useful modern fullback option. In the end, Carlo Ancelotti's greatest strength has always been knowing exactly how to use the right player at the right moment. And right now, it feels like he is quietly preparing two very interesting tactical weapons from the Russian league. If their current form continues, do not be surprised if Douglas Santos and Luis Henrique play decisive roles for Brazil on the road to the 2026 World Cup. What do you think? Can these two become Brazil's surprise heroes? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you've been watching Luis Henrique closely, you already know the potential is definitely there.